Hi guys, we're going to be talking about prime factorization today. So what is prime factorization? It's a way to express a number as the product of only prime numbers. Remember that a prime number is a number that can only be multiplied by 1 in itself. So that's the only factors. So if I had 2, the only two numbers that make 2 is 1 times 2. Or 7, 1 times 7. Okay? So know that any number can be factored into prime numbers using a factor tree or a repeated division. Okay? Those are our two methods we're going to look at today. Let's do the first one. Determine the prime factorization of 96. So I want to think, what are two numbers that equal 96? Okay? And we're going to use a factor tree. So I have 96, and I'm going to break it apart. Two factors that make 96. Well, I'm going to use 8 and 12. 8 and 12. 8 times 12 makes 96. Okay, and then you're going to break apart what makes 8. Well, I know 2 times 4 makes 8. Okay, once it's a prime number, you leave it. I know I can still go 4. So I break apart 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So that side's done. Now I go over here to 12. I'm going to break apart 12. 3 times 4 gives me 12. But 3 is a prime number. It's only 1 times 3, right? 4 I can break apart into 2. So now I have all prime numbers. I have 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, and 2. Okay? So I have to write this in 96 is equal to, and then I know that my numbers are, I have 2 and 3. Those are my numbers. So I have 2. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 to the 5th power times 3. And I only have one of them, so I can just leave it like that. This is the prime factorization of 96. Okay? Let's move to the next one. Determine the prime factorization of 350. So I take 350, and I'm thinking, what two numbers will give me 350? Well, what about 10 and 35? 10 times 35 is 350. Now we're going to break this one apart and that one apart. Two numbers that make 10. Well, 2 and 5. Those are both prime numbers, so we can't make a tree anymore on that side. So we go to 35. Well, I know 7 times 5 is 35. These are both prime numbers, so we're done. Okay, so I have 2, 5, 7, and 5. So 350 equals, I have 2, and there's only one of them, times 5 is the next highest number, and there's 2 of them, so squared, times 7. My last number, and there's only one. Okay, let's move on. Determine the prime factorization of 2000. So we have 2000. We need to find two numbers. Thinking of what times what can give me 2000, and the first two factors that come to mind are 20 and 100. Okay. What two numbers make 20? What two numbers make 100? Well, I know I could say 2 times 10 gives me 20, right? And 2 is a prime number, so I'm done. 10 can be broken up into 2 times 5. I'm done there. Those are prime. Okay, 100. 10 times 10 gives me 100. Then I have 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Lots of 2's and 5's. So 2000 is equal to, let's do 2 first. Well, I know it's 2 and 5 are my numbers, right? So let's count how many 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to the 4th power, and then we have 5, 1, 2, 3 times. Okay? Just like that. Okay, now we're going to try the repeating division method. So same idea, but we're just going to do it a little differently. So we're going to start by putting 44 here. Okay, and you're going to divide the number by its lowest factor. And I know that I can divide 44 by 2. When I divide 44 by 2, I get 22. 22 is also a factor, it has a factor of 2. So I divide by 2 there. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Is 11 prime? That's what you want to be asking yourself. 11 is prime. So we write 44 is equal to, and we're taking our ones out here, our factors out here, so we have 2, and there's 2 of them, right? And then our next prime number is 11. So just like that. Next one, last one. So 80. We need to find the prime factorization of 80. I meant to write that down here. 80. Okay? So we're going to be dividing that one by 2. 80 divided by 2 is 40. Okay? It's not prime, so we need to look to keep dividing by 2. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Okay, we can still divide 20 by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. I can divide that by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. This is prime, so we stop here. And I circle all my primes. So 80 is equal to 2, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, times 5, which is my other number, and I only have 1 of them. Okay? Just like that.